Hey guys, Ryan with Reviews from the West. Do you remember that point when you're becoming a teenager? You start to realize the world isn't as fun and fancy as you thought it was. Girls actually do have cooties, the government's corrupt, and even 9 times out of 10 the tooth fairy isn't even leaving money under your pillow. But that awkward, creepy, lurchy phase where you're turning into a man from a boy, that's a pretty good way to describe Doom 3. Let's review it. And remember guys, be comfortable when you watch the review. Break open some snacks. Get the gummy worms out. Ooh, an orange and green one. Get your snacks, your beverages. Relax, because here we go.
Doom, a rated R movie released in 2005, a science fiction thriller starring The Rock. Wait. No.
You know, this movie wasn't as bad as everyone said it was. I mean, it's horrible, bad writing, bad acting, bad pretty much everything. But it did have prosthetics, and it had that first-person scene at the very end of the movie. Did my young teen heart good back then. However, that's not why we're here. We're going into the old school games. Doom 3 is the reason you're here.
Now, Doom 3 was released August 2004. That's a long time ago. And back in the day, this game looked stunning. This was the best looking game on console at the time, especially in the lightings and shading department.
Now, as far as sound goes, the audio was unbelievable. High ends, low ends, everything mixed and blended very well together. The soundtrack was pretty good, kind of forgettable. The voice acting was very subpar. However, you didn't come for that, you came for the gameplay. The gameplay was amazing. Taken in a very new direction, still a very good game. So, let's check it out. Unfortunately, we have to play Doom on the old console, so let's go ahead and dig that out.
Oh my word! No! 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 Which input is it? Come on. Come on, Daddy just wants to play Doom 3. Where is it? Come on, where is it? Oh, I think that was it. Hold on. Was that it?
Okay, here we go. You know what? Let's start with a history lesson. Let's start with Doom 1.
Doom was a game released in 1993. It's a horror-themed sci-fi first-person shooter.
You don't find music like this in games anymore. Where the heck you go? I found it. These games were a lot more cryptic back in the day. Kind of like Zelda, you just kind of had to kind of find your way. Without the internet to be there to support you like IGN or GameSpot, you really had to find this stuff all on your own. Still no up and down. This music has a weird vibe to it. Already? The level's over? It's been a minute. Oh, wow, they're shooting! Okay, how about we move over to the main course, Doom 3, cause that was really scary. And if people want to tussle, we can tussle! Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, so I was waiting until it was gonna be dark so I could play this game in the right atmosphere. It's almost 9 p.m. now, so here we go. Let's get back at it.
Entity in existence. Originally focused on weapon and defense.
Oh, how about that? Now we got cutscenes in the game. That's a huge step above the way it was in the 90s.
Roger that, tower. We have them on radar, sir. They'll be landing in a few moments.
Excellent. See the
real cutscene! Wow! Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah! They shouldn't have given me the option to do that.
Was red squares on the floor for a BIOS. On behalf of the UAC, welcome to Mars City. This facility serves as the central hub for all scientific research,
Attention.
archaeological
Director
study,
Banks,
and
please
military
report to Central
operations.
Administration.
Goal number 1 at the UAC is
This
the
is so
safety
great.
and well-being
See,
of
I was
all
too young at the
employees
time
and
when
guests.
Doom 1 and
They
Doom
help
2
achieve
came out, so I wasn't into
the
those.
essence of
However, now that I'm older, I
UAC
can understand why the
procedures
last
all the
generation
time.
before me
This
is a little
includes
peeved and a little
restricting
upset with Doom 3. Look at that. I bet I can put that in my PDA. I want that. But he's right there.
Now, who knows? I just hope they don't take anyone from my squad. I hate pulling double shifts.
Turkey Puncher.
Die! 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 Die!
Please report to
Report to Sergeant Kelly ASAP.
Office 4
He's in
Alpha.
Command HQ.
Took your sweet time, Marine.
Oh, what? You want to start something? Square up, old man!
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy, cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking sun to sun, 'cause he's my best friend. Yeah, he's my best friend.
So, this game seems pretty average in the beginning. However, it does a very good job of introducing new things to you constantly. It starts out with the mundane life, turns to a dungeon area, then you start getting weapons, Then they started introducing zombies, monsters, demons, bosses. The introduction of everything really is top-notch. You don't see games doing this anymore, and I actually miss it. The idea of building suspense, almost like the TV show Breaking Bad. It was a bit of a slow burn show, much like this game is. It took a while to get into it, but once you did, you were hooked, because it took the time to build things up and introduce them in a slow manner. And while I'm talking about the introduction of things, the introduction of the enemies is phenomenal. Absolutely memorable, absolutely terrifying. It was great to see these enemies introduced for the first time in these scary, dark, atmospheric, grimy, sick places. It's fantastic. I was hooked when I was younger, and I still am. I still get chills watching these. I love them. Introduction of enemies is something that's kind of faded away in games, but I miss it. It's fantastic. It sets up kind of a lore and a mythos for the enemies you're fighting, and gives them sort of a background beyond just kill this please.
Welcome to the dungeon, Marine. Most unexciting place on Mars.
Ooh, okay. This place is kind of creepy. So much for the mundane, ordinary atmosphere of the previous place. I've got to say that the whole tone of this game just changes once you reach the dungeon. It's so creepy. The whole atmosphere just oozes this spookiness to it. It goes from this very mundane, everyday, ordinary lifestyle, and it just, as you go further down, it just changes, and the whole vibe of the game is just this evil, dark feel to it, and it's just creepy.
Hey, you're looking for the scientist, right? I'm not sure you want to find him. You see, never mind.
What's going on back there, sir? Are you hiding something from me? Should I call the police?
Please, freeze! Freeze! What's going on here? Got the Mary Janes or what?
Buddy, don't know if I can really help you with anything. I'm kind of busy here.
Go! The Big Factor!
Ooh, this place is creepy. Ooh, this isn't just like creepy. This is like shady guy in the parking lot of Walmart when it's dark creepy.
The spook factor for the game is very, very high. Things are eerie, things are spooky, things are unnerving all the time. The sound is phenomenal. You can constantly hear things above you, below you, behind you, in front of you, down the hall. It's all around you all the time. The levels are creepy. The lighting is perfect. Just everything they understand is just very clearly driven by classic horror movies. The lighting is a very common misdirection to hide enemies. The whole game feels like it's just a big haunted house you can find, and it's a great time. It's got great jump scares in it. It's got great pop-out moments, loud noises, scary bits, creepy hallways, action-filled segments. The game is very, very well paced. Something you can't give this game enough credit for is the stuff that you can do that isn't driven by cutscene. All the scary stuff that happens, you have to see it yourself. There's no cutscene that's going to show you the scary thing that's going to jump out of the door. You have to go over and find it yourself. If you look away, if you're not listening, you'll miss it. It's up entirely to you how scary the game is if you're paying attention or not. That's one of the things I love and respect about this game. It wants it to be scary, but it's not forcing it down your throat. You have to find it yourself. They shove enemies with chainsaws at you in very confined spaces. And then there's more of them.
Oxygen. A time.
Go! 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 Go!
You know, I can understand why previous fans of the game were disappointed with Doom 3. When I was younger, I just couldn't get it. But when you go from a fast-paced, demon-slaying machine kind of a game and you go to this, it's definitely quite a change in tone. However, personally, I love horror films and I love scary survival games, so this is right up my alley.
Now, enemy diversity is very good in this game. It's always been good in the Doom games. It starts out a little slow with some zombies with guns, but sooner or later, you're going to start finding that there's a lot of different enemy types. It starts off very basic, very rudimentary, but it ends up with just you being bombarded with multiple different types of enemies all at once. I mean, they're coming at you from left, right, up, down, just... I can't emphasize enough how often you get flanked in this game. Many games may think they flank, not as much as this one does. They send all types of enemies at you from all angles, pretty much at all times. You can be walking down a hallway and impulse spawn behind you, blast you, you turn around to a pinky demon. It's just, they're coming out of the woodwork. And when you get flooded with enemies, you get flooded with enemies. This game is intense, it's an action game disguised as a horror game. They're constantly scaring you with enemies, enemies are jumping out at you, and then before you know it, you're bombarded with 8 enemies on screen at once that are all trying to kill you. There are so many things to be afraid of in this game. Everything wants you dead. It just feels like the world you're in doesn't want you to be alive. It's such an aggressive, angry feeling that all these forces are just coming to kill you, and that's all it is. It's a different vibe than the Nazi zombies or a Call of Duty where the soldiers are trying to kill you. Everything legitimately feels angry towards you, and it's so different from any other game out there. That's one of the things that makes the enemies in this so fantastic. Now, as there is a lot of combat, let's not forget this was the first game to do Five Nights at Freddy's.
And it's just that lurchy, creepy, awkward teen phase. It's the Pimple Face phase. Doom 3 is the Pimple Face of Doom. However, the next Doom seems to go back to its roots, if you know what I mean. Yeah! Yeah! Bear in mind, the only video games I was playing before this were really just Lord of the Rings, Halo Combat Evolved, and Jak 2.
By an unknown enemy force. All back to Marine HQ to regroup.
Nope, 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 nope.
Now, I'm not going to show you the bosses, however, I will show you this one section where it builds up to a boss. You see people encased in cocoons and you know it's going to be a spider. Sure enough, you got a big ugly spider. But they build up all these scenes of suspense just to get you ready for a fight, and it's so well done. I love it. The exploration in this game is also something to be praised very highly of, as the game almost punished you for going to look for things while rewarding you at the same time. If you took the time to explore, you knew you were going to find health, ammo, and shields. However, they're probably going to bombard you with enemies as well. The best part about exploration is you never knew where, what, or when something was going to happen. It could happen in front of you, behind you, next to you. It could happen down the hall, behind the hall, in the last hallway you were in. And then you don't know if they're going to send a pinky demon, an imp, or a zombie at you. They just come at you from every angle, and it never ceases. This is excellent game design, as they knew how to hide the enemies from your line of sight, and they always snuck up on you. If you have surround sound, the exploration is top-notch. You hear voices in the background whispering, hisses of pipes leaking. This game's exploration is great.
The game looks great. It's held up for its time, especially on the BFG Edition. I haven't played the original Xbox version in a while, but the BFG Edition on the Xbox 360 has kept up very well. The graphics they're outdated, but you can tell it looks very good and it looked good for its time. The atmosphere is astounding. This is the best atmosphere you're going to find in a shooter these days. Alright, you guys, that is it. That is the review we have for Doom 3. As you can see, I like it. I think it's a good game, and I think even though it's a little dated in its mechanics, I think that you'll enjoy it if you pick it up even now. And yeah, it's one big spook house, it's action-packed, it's creepy, it's got fantastic sound design. I would buy it, even now. Especially if you get the BFG Edition, you can get it, you can play it in 3D. Not like where it comes out of the screen like that window 3D that was so popular a couple of years ago. Yeah, it's just a good time. I think it's just own it out of respect. I mean, it is one of the greatest video game developing companies ever. They're the inventors of the first-person shooter, so show them a little respect. Pick it up. If you don't own it, I would recommend owning it. I have pretty much all the copies. I have the Special Edition, the regular Xbox version, Resurrection of Evil, the BFG Edition. I love it. So definitely I'd recommend picking this one up. Add it to your collection. I think you'll enjoy it. Having said that, hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you in the next review on Reviews from the West. See you guys next time.
I'm the God, the big bad dog.